I've been watching the urban news circuit. A lot of stuff is happening. You know what I mean? The nigga news, the CNNs. Oh my God, Little Meech apparently they released a video of him pleading with TSA about some sort of firearm in his bag. I saw the whole thing. His firearm in his bag, and he's telling the TSA, like, excuse me, sir, like, that is not my firearm. Those are my security guards. This is their firearms and stuff like that. They put it in the bag. They forgot to take it out of the bag. It's not mine. It's not mine. It's not mine. And it's so funny because after this happened, after this video was released, his lawyer made a statement, and you would think his lawyer would be making a statement about the illegality of the firearms that were found in his or her client's bag. But apparently the lawyer was actually just making a statement about how Little Meech was not a snitch. And can I say, I'm so fucking tired of this like snitch culture that's been going on. I mean, like, yeah, there was always the snitches get stitches and all that shit, and hip hop caring about snitches and shit. But I feel like now with the internet and all these different people, the no jumpers of the world, the 1090 Jakes of the world and shit like that, this whole snitching thing has become so huge, and it's fucking awful. Number one, who cares? Who cares? Like that's my biggest thing. Who gives a shit at all? There is no point. Little Meech is not Big Meech. Okay, he's not a street guy. He plays a street guy on TV. Okay, who else are you gonna start accusing? You want Skeeter to show his paperwork? Okay, Skeeter from Doug. You want like who's another Gerald from fucking Hey Arnold? You want him to show the paperwork? It's so ridiculous. And then it's like, I think really, and DJ Academics has talked about this too, about how now black culture and street culture are synonymous. And it kind of sucks because throughout history, since black people have been brought here to America on boats, the media and realistically white society and the white population has been trying to fuse street culture, illegal culture, and black culture together forever. I mean, that's literally what Birth of a Nation is. If you've ever seen that movie, it's, slaves, shouldn't be free, or black people are terrifying because they're going to rape every white woman and steal everything. And it was fucking awful. We've been constantly sold this thing, or not even us, society has been sold this thing of like, black people are dangerous and black people are criminals. Black people are dangerous and black people are criminals. And for centuries, that wasn't the truth, but we still were constantly had that shoved in our face, like black people have, that's the thing about, critical race theory and all that stuff, and why it's so important is because like black people have had wealth in America multiple times. It's just been taken away multiple times, while also still defaming our character over and over and over and over and over again. We've been sold this black people are criminals thing, and we weren't, you know what I mean? But we would have our towns burned down. Then we get back up. Black people are criminals. Black people are criminals. Black people are criminals, and we're still not. And then another society where we're building things and coming together with entrepreneurship gets burned down. Deeds to homes and land get signed away to white men who burned down entire fucking towns and took over, people's homes and their businesses. And then after they still couldn't defeat us because we keep rebuilding ourselves over and over and over again, they create crack and put that into the community. And that causes such a profound destabilization of the entire black race in America that there was a heavy, heavy increase in criminality. And now, because we've taken so long to recover from that specific attack, the whole entire narrative of black people being criminals has finally stuck within the culture so much that we cling to it, so much that we identify as criminals almost. You know what I mean? Because if we didn't, Little Meech's lawyer wouldn't have to make an address about how he didn't snitch so that he could still seem cool in black culture. This is insane. It's ridiculous. It doesn't fucking matter. None of these people are actual street dudes. Don't get me wrong. I mean, like, if some rapper is like a heavy street rapper or some shit like that, and then gets caught for snitching, yeah, it's entertaining. I'm not oblivious to the entertainment factor of it. You know what I mean? You want somebody to practice what they preach, but at the same time, we need to look at the larger picture of what's happening here. and see that it really is a recipe for disaster. This whole snitching culture thing really is going to be a thorn in our side for a very long time. I mean, you see it right now. Black wealth is up, black entrepreneurship is up, black unity is very, very far up. But I feel like if we keep this section of our culture, because it's not the only part of our culture, it is synonymous with our culture, but it's not the only part, you know? But if we keep this aspect of our culture, no matter how many black families gain wealth, and no matter how many black families raise themselves up and the people in the community up, the people who are still in jails are going to look like us, you know? And I think that's going to be a very, very big issue. It's already a huge issue now, but I think that's going to be something that's very, very wrong. And it's eventually going to cause a divide between ourselves, because we're really, what's going to happen is a good portion of the black population is going to reach a level of affluency, while another part of the black population is still down here and it still isn't trying for more and is still shamelessly, idiotically throwing their lives away for some sort of street cred. And that's going to cause a serious divide. So much so that I could see stuff where, you know, black people of affluency advocating for poor black people to not get certain rights and this, that, and the third, and have a slippery slope, you know, and kind of repeat the same cycle that we've been living through over and over again of us having to start over. Even if all of us don't have to start over, some of us will have to. And I just think it's disgusting. I just think it's disgusting, and it has to fucking stop.